Hello, everybody. So, it's only about 80 degrees today. It's been a crazy day, I guess, with Charlie Kirk thing that happened. Still waiting to see what people say when they break it down. I think it was real, but I think, I think it was the controllers, even though he was a strong Israel supporter. They'll take their own out for political reasons to move legislation along. They might have done it just to get that fucking carry law out of Utah. I don't know. But when the thing is, they assassinated him and they got by with it. There's only one group that does that, gets by with assassinating anybody. It's because they set up the whole thing and they run the whole thing. And that is us, or Mossad, Mossad. I just say it, fuck it. I'm dead 20 times over anyway. But I had messaged Charlie Kirk before. Hope they don't come after me, because I've messaged some nasty things to him. No death threats or anything. I think he was just, he's one of those, or was one of those, like evangelist type, but he's not, he's a Christian, but he's just, I say evangelist type because he's so gung-ho on Israel. So, and he's a right-wing, guy like Laura Loomer, who is, the tranny, and she's definitely an agent of a foreign government working to fuck us all. And I think that he was too. Maybe not originally. Maybe he created himself organically. Maybe not. Who knows? They might have got to him early, because I know he started this thing when he was like 18. I just hated him because, it's like I agree with some of the shit he says, but it's just the whole right. It's like with the right and the left. It's a rats created it, because there isn't one side that has everything right, and because that's how it would be if it was natural. You have dumb fucks on one side and common sense people on the other. It'd be that simple. But you have these, like the right's biggest problem is its love for Israel. Fucking Christ, man, I'm so sick of all those senators posting things. Like, they don't post anything except pro-Israel stuff and call Palestinians terrorists. Like, dude, you're a fucking senator in the U.S. You never talk about the U.S. They gotta go out there and earn that AIPAC money, or they're earning next year's AIPAC payment. Dude, every one of those guys, you can look at how much the money they get from AIPAC, and then you could say, you could tell by the way they fucking fight for Israel. And who's that one fucking bitch? She's a white, or she's the one Trump called Pocahontas. She said she was Native American, but she wasn't. But like that chick, dude, like she was at a Senate hearing or whatever, like last week with when they were grilling Kennedy. You know, Kennedy, the health guy. That dude. And he's making, I mean, he's doing, looks like he's doing the right thing to me. But who knows? But he's saying the right shit now. But this bitch was like going ballistic. How she's so upset over how, you know, how many kids are gonna die because they don't get their vaccines because of misinformation from the conspiracy theorists, you know. And dude, you just do some research on that bitch. Her money comes from drug companies mainly. So, and you can see it when she's in Congress, and her veins are popping out of her neck for only one fucking topic. Vaccines and shit. I mean, when you pay attention and you know where they get their money, each one of these motherfuckers, you will understand why they say what they say and why they say it so loudly. Because they have donors and they're out there earning that money. And like years ago, there was a lot of people on the right that I thought were, you know, common sense thinking people. Now, you've just seen them fold for Israel, and it's like, now you understand what the, you know, there's an angle on all of them because they're all dirty. Like Lindsey Graham, that's that rat. See, he gets a lot of AIPAC money, but Lindsey, old Lindsey, he's got an appetite for young girls, and they've probably given him so many and entrapped him with so many pictures. And they got him by the ball so badly that, you know, he just gets on TV and he goes off. He loves the Ukraine. He's all about that, and he loves Israel. He's a fucking snake. But man, I was watching the Senate hearings or whatever that was, or no, they were trying to impeach Kennedy, and man, if they do that, then he's dead wrong. He's saying all the right shit. Now, I don't believe he's gonna do all the right things, because he won't just say the right thing. Like, they ask him, he'll say, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I mean, say it. You're driving the fucking car. I mean, just to tell, but he can't do it because they'll find another reason to, you know, they'll find another reason to get rid of him. He has to try to like play both sides, being a good guy, which is almost impossible. But I mean, well, I'm just watching this shit, and I just want to punch these fucking news anchors. When they say it's been proven that autism is not caused but from vaccine. Like, bitch, you don't know shit, and you're wrong. There was no autism until these vaccines were here. I mean, you say, oh, we got to do studies. Well, dude, the studies are there was none before. Then you started doing this shit, and now there is. It's like, and all these new fucking things, like diabetes, it comes from vaccines. It's from, and they say, oh, vaccine, I mean, diabetes is more prominent, like in black men. And so, well, that's because black people really, they vaccinate the hell out of their fucking, you know. I don't know if that's exactly the reason, but I know that they are good. Their compliance, they're, you know, can't be like, oh, I don't know anything about this, go ahead and inject my kid. You have to be like, I don't know about any of this shit, don't inject him with anything. It's like, I asked my mom about when I was born and why she did it. I get pretty angry because her answers were just not sufficient. You know, my mom was just a dingbat thing. Smart, but a dingbat. And she still, even though I've tried to tell her, show her, vaccine killed my dad. Me and you got all that money because of vaccine injury that I told him not to do. But she's just one of those people, if you got a white coat on, you're God. And you got to really look into the medical industry, figure out what's going on there. It's not to get you well, dude. It's to slowly kill you. I mean, they would love to just kill you one boom, shoot you in the head, knock on the door. But they can only do that a few times. People stop answering the door. So they love to make us suffer. You know, they love. It's like the whole flat Earth deal. They're lying about the Earth. They love us not knowing where we are. They love it. I'm telling you, that's like, people don't realize it, but most little hats know the truth about the Earth. I would say it's a higher level. I wouldn't say all the kids know and stuff, but they did stop. They stopped teaching gravity theory and stuff long ago. Like in the 70s, they stopped teaching that in the Hebrew schools in the U.S. So that makes you wonder, why did they stop doing it there and not in the public schools? Fuck, it's actually cool. It's like 80 degrees, but it's actually cool. Fucking. There was a car parked at where I parked. Oh, and the sign said, ignorance is punishable, over the fence that I walk around. So that sounds to me like somebody is getting angry about the few people, because not a lot of people are coming up here still. So somebody's taking it personal. I hate when people do that. It's probably the volunteer guy. But I would say, dude, you don't own the mountain. There's no reason for you to get out of whack when somebody wants to ignore your sign and go hiking. You don't own the fucking mountains. And what problem is it going to cause for you if anybody comes up here and hikes on the fucking trail? Is it siphoning your life energy out of you? Some people are fucking stupid. Just worry about what you need to. But you know, the Charlie Kirk thing, I think it was real. I think it was they sacrificed his ass. And they got by with it. That was the first thing that struck me, was that the first report was that they had a guy in custody, and that's perfect, because when you think about it, as a investigation team of whatever, the last thing you want to put out in the airwaves is that you have a shooter in custody, because then everybody's relaxed. And so when the authorities said that, that's fucking odd. That makes people put their guard down. That lets somebody get away, because they probably had, you know, snipers in different areas, and whoever had the best shot took the shot, like they always do. You got shot right in the neck. I mean, it is pretty cool though, man. It's fucking, I'm sweating my ass off, but it's fucking, the sun's all covered up. It's like 80 degrees, but I swear I'm a little chilly. It's just not so bad. The bugs are a little lighter today. Let's hope the bears aren't. At home today. Yeah, but shortly after he got shot, before he even died, they were already talking about gun law changes. And Utah's open carry. They probably just want to get rid of that one when they implement, you know, crazy shit or police state or whatever. They don't want anybody to be able to shoot back. That's how you know little hats are running the show, because they want to take all the fucking guns away, because they do not like fair fights. They don't like true arguments with the truth in it. They don't like a boxing match with an armed opponent. They don't like kickboxing people that have legs. They like, you know, they like to slaughter the weak and torture the ones that can't defend themselves. Truly evil. The Bolsheviks did in World War II to Germany after, which is left out of the history books because it was too brutal. The worst war crimes, sex crimes, torture and rape and murder in the history of mankind, not even recorded. If nobody knows, you know, after World War II, when Germany was totally just decimated. I mean, and the ones that were left were just starving and kind of just left to die or whatever. Mostly women and children and emaciated men and shit. Well, the Bolsheviks roll through, and they, I mean, the stories, I don't even want to talk, they're so gruesome. It's just things that nobody should enjoy doing. And always like, they'd rape and kill the little boys, but they'd make the boys and the men, they'd tie them up and make them watch. Or they tortured and raped their women and daughters. Just the fucking... Dude, if I had to kill somebody, I just want to kill them and get it over with real quick. I don't even want to look at them until they're dead. But people who want to torture and slowly kill people. You know, there's this thing that the little hats do to Gentile babies. They do these rituals. What they do is they'll tie a Gentile baby up, usually drugged so it doesn't cry all the time, but they'll tie it up like in the living room or something on display, and everybody gets needles, and they leave it and they poke it with needles for a few days. Sometimes it takes days. Poke it a few times, just until it dies, slowly bleeding it with needles, pinpricks. Fucking sick. And when I hear that, it's like, that's not, humans can't do that to humans. Well, they're not human. They're demonic. They have to be, because empathy is something that humans, most of us have. But apparently, see, and I don't know if it's the whole you're God's chosen people thing that makes them that way, or they like to torture. And that's just weird. You know, even if somebody killed my family, if I caught him, I just want to kill him. I don't think see torturing anybody making up for something that they did to somebody. You know, it doesn't really. There's got to be some sickness in there. So much easier when it's not so hot. I swear it's actually cool. I need to change this fucking shirt. Shit. Yeah, but the sign coming in today said ignorance is punishable. Sounds like a threat. But it's funny because it's like you put that there. You're pissed because we don't read your other signs. Well, what makes you think we're going to read that one or acknowledge it? I met the dude. He was kind of cool. I made a joke about trying to keep me out of these mountains. Make sure he didn't think it was his job to try to do that. Or that's going to be a job he's not going to want to have. And anybody who would do that, like, and take it all personal, like you know, putting up that sign. It's like, dude, if it's the volunteer guy, dude, you're a volunteer. Maybe it's the forest guy. Put it out there. I don't know. I guess he would be getting paid to care, so it's okay. Yeah, I haven't even really stopped and taken a breath. I've gone straight up the whole way. I think that's because it's so much cooler. The bears aren't around. Last time I didn't see one. That was like the first time. I'm almost there. I always look around these corners like fucking bears hike on these trails through this portion, and then they go down the mountain when they get further down. So they'll be on the trail. Fucking don't want to turn a corner and run into one. I did that one time right at the when I get to first water. That last corner, right when I got the bear was on the other fucking side. We both scared the shit out of each other and turned and ran the other way. That was within 5 feet, and it's weird when you get that close. You get a different kind of scared. Because whenever I see, they're always at least 10 feet away or something. I mean, 10 feet, that's kind of close too. They're at least 30, 40, Except for that one day when the Cubs came up and tried to play, and all that shit happened. This is a snake area. I wouldn't be surprised if I see somebody here today, because I saw a car parked on that street, which is pretty much only parking for this. Whew. I should probably have my bear whistle ready. I get fucking scared whenever I get here. I can't help it. I'm seeing every time. Any bears home? I'm gonna go downstream. I'm gonna cut this one off. Probably do another one on the way down. Peace.